Welcome, everyone, to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. They go to the ground, and they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Power football with the run. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Stanford wants to push the pace. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Creates a little room. Off he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Brought down on the play. After 35-yard run. Third down coming.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. He'll keep it on the sneak.
No gain on the play. Good enough for a first down.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
The give to the big fullback. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Line is set on 3rd down. The play action fake. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. They're bringing heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
And the returner will be brought down. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Pocket starts to collapse. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll get rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out.
Trying to get behind the defense. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Stanford! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Knocked off his feet.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
He's got his man. Open space at the 25. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Steps away to find some room. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Dialing up a second down pass play. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
It is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling.
Looking deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carry.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Give to Brown. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Complete. Across the 25, he's got room. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. Give to the running back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Texas A&M is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice this week. They're up by 35 over Ole Miss. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
First down for the offense.
He's going to pass. Fires left. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep. But the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. Keep it on the ground. On the move at the 30. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Cowboys will boot it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Running to the left. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Going with the ground game left. Got room at the 35. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They are getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The lone back's got it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No serve, no moss. Get it together.
They think there's room to run to the right here. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Back to the ground game on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
It's unfortunate for this offense, guys. Had they not had the mental errors and mistakes early in the drive, they'd be sitting pretty right now. Even after that long gain on the running play, they've still got 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the ball comes to rest right there.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Looking for a gap. It's Fields. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. They're getting this guy lathered up. Powers through the defender. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Picks up 4. 3rd down coming. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Stanford 24, Oklahoma State 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Now they'll run it to the right here. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Shakes off the tackler. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook it.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The give as they work on that clock. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Stanford lines up to punt it away.
Number 37 on to kick it away.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Stanford! And the pummeling has started.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Andrews. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. The give to the left side. Makes him talk to the hand. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking for space. It's Fields. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Cowboys will hustle to the line.
That's a first down for the offense.
Running behind that left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blow.